Okay, so we're going to talk WordPress tables. To get started, the simplest thing to do is I've created it here already, but what you would do is you would create some space, wherever you want to put your table, and you would say table, insert table, and whatever size table you would want. I did a little 3x3 table down below. Just click, and then it shows up as a blank table, like so. You enter your text, tab over, enter more text, etc. Like so. So that's that. Now I have this table already set up for us, so let's take a peek at that. I'm going to jump over here into the text part here and get rid of this part. And there we are. That's that original table. And we're left with my nice looking table here. If you look at what it looks like under preview, it's very simple. Very simple table like this. So we want to dress that up a bit. And how we do that is we're going to use these tags. Okay, so we're going to jump over here into text again. And then under this tag that says table, we're going to make it say table class, an equal sign, and then a quote mark table, end quote. So again, I just added class equals quote table to that table tag. I'm going to put a space here just to create some space, and then let's hit preview and see what that looks like. That's just telling WordPress that we really want to make a table here. And now it looks like a little bit nicer. It looks like it's a little more well formatted, like so. So what we just showed you was that table, table class that equals table. So let's change that. We're going to add table bordered. Take a look at what that looks like. So again, I took table class equals table bordered. It's a double table in there. Hit preview. We'll take a look at what that looks like. A little bit fancier still. Let's try table striped this time. I personally prefer this one. So again, we're changing that table class from table class equals table to table class equals table bordered, or in this case, I'm going to paste in there striped. I'm going to hit preview. You can see the dark and light offsets a little bit, give you a little more contrast between those two. And then how about the table hover? This one's a nice one too, actually. So we're going to replace table striped with table hover. Hit preview. And then you notice this is kind of a blank table until you move your cursor over one of the cells, and then it highlights the cell that is over the top, which is kind of nice. So that's the basic templates those are the short codes for the table parts that you can do. I want to go back in here and talk a little bit more about the headers. So the columns on here, if you notice, are not distinct in any way, but you can make them distinct, and how you do that is you simply highlight the top of them, click up here on the table, under cell properties, cell table properties, make this a header cell and hit OK. You'll notice how it changes a little bit there. Same thing here. Cell table properties, cell type, header cell, like so. And then the last but not least here is, again, a header cell. Hit OK. And then there's one last thing we need to do with this, this header cell. You need to highlight the whole row, table, under row, table properties, and you guessed it, row type, header, hit OK. All right, now if we hit preview, you'll notice that the columns are quite distinct compared to the rest of the table. And that should be enough to get you started on how to make some nice tables like this. I'm going to add one more video, but not to the end of this, one more video on how to do spacing within the table. You can do percentages, things like that within the spacing here, but that should definitely get you started. So again, the basics, you need to remember the short codes that you need to use. You need to remember that if you want to use a header, you have to highlight each one, go to the cell properties, change the cell to a header, and then highlight the whole row, change the whole row to a header, and then in here under my table tag, that's where you would be editing your table classes. Good luck. Let me know if you need help.